The power of purity. Number one, it provokes access and sustenance of divine presence. Number two, it attracts divine favor that brings promotion. Number three, it releases spiritual power and authority. Number four, it sharpens spiritual discernment. When a man does not live pure, everything he sees is contaminated. So he can't discern anymore. He can't separate between what is good or bad. The Bible said in Titus 1:15, it said, to the pure, all things are pure. So a pure man can see from the realm of God. To the pure, all things are pure. But to them that are defiled and unbelieving, nothing pure. Even their mind and conscience is defiled. So they can't walk in discernment. You find Christians who are confused every day. They can't pick God's thoughts. They can't pick God's position. It's because their inner man is defiled. And so the lenses to see is corrupt. That's why they keep pursuing prophets everywhere, from mountain to forest to bush to river. Whereas Jesus said, my sheep heareth my voice. How come you can't hear? Because you can't see God. It's those who are pure in heart that can see God. They are the one who can discern God's perspective. It says strong meat belong to them. Hebrews 5:14. Who by reason of use have exercised their senses. I'm giving you strong meat here. Exercise their senses to discern between good and evil. You need discernment. I tell you, your life is a catalog of decisions. Nothing is more numerous in your life than decisions. Every ladder is a decision. And so those who lack discernment, they are done for in life. But it takes purity to walk in discernment. Number 5, purity imparts boldness. And you need boldness to get ahead in life. Even the apostles of Jesus, when they were beaten and flogged and their confidence was depleted, they returned back to the posture of the upper room. The Bible said they went to their own company, locked the door and hid themselves. That means one of the propellers of that conclave was boldness. And when they prayed, that's one thing God gave them. In Acts 4 verse 31, when they had prayed, they were filled with the Spirit. The place where they were was shaking. And the Lord gave them the power to speak the word with boldness. And when boldness came, verse 33, with great power, God gave them witness of the resurrection of Jesus. And great grace was upon them. Those who don't have boldness, they can't advance God's kingdom. Prayer, like you have seen, sponsors boldness. But it's not only prayer that sponsors boldness. Purity also sponsors boldness. Proverbs 28:1 says, the righteous is as bold as a lion. 1 John 3:21-22. It says, if our heart condemn us not, then have we confidence. The moment you lose your purity and your heart condemns you, you lose your boldness. And the Bible says, cast not away your confidence, for it has what? A great recompense of reward. So if you want the reward that boldness brings, keep your garment pure. Some of the things we say here, do you think we can say them? If there's any sister here that I send a message, let's meet in a hotel, can I say what I'm saying? You can't have the audacity, sir. So it's not about revelation only. It's about boldness that is born from purity. See many preachers every day they say, let's forbear, let's forbear. They are careful so that their own canker worms are not open. We are losing authority even from the altar because holy men are few. We don't have pure vessels anymore. How many people can challenge government? How dare you? You know the conversation you had with them behind the curtain. So you can't come here and talk to them, sir. So when we gather, all we say is, let's pray for government. No, we don't only pray for government. There is a time when we speak truth to power. But you can't speak truth to power if you are compromised. So we are losing ground because we lack purity. I believe in praying for those in power. We do. But there is a time when you call a spade a spade. You tell truth to power. And if you have nothing from them, they can't do anything. He said, the prince of this world cometh to me and findeth nothing. So I can speak with audacity because my garments are pure. That's Jesus' testimony. Number 6. Purity prepares and opens you up to divine visitation. Again, I show you Matthew 5:8. The pure in heart see God. So they receive visitations and habitation with God. In Psalm 15 verse 1 to 2, he said, Lord, who shall abide in that tabernacle? He said, it is him that walketh uprightly. Him that walketh uprightly. Don't you know that when corruption comes, encounters shut down? In 1 Samuel 3 from verse 1, in those days, the voice of the Lord was cast. There were no open visions. And the evil lamp in the temple had gone out. Why? Hophni and Phinehas were corrupting and defiling the altar. You can't have encounters, divine visitations, where there's no purity. Those of you listening to me, ask yourself, the days when you're burnt with fire, will a month pass before you have an encounter? How come all your encounters were 5 years ago? Something has gone wrong. God kept visiting Adam in the garden until he rebelled and he was driven from the garden. You cut off encounters when you stain your garment with defilement.